Good morning and welcome to my channel. I've got toilet rolls to use here today and I'm making a flip-flap pocket with them. They need to be flattened. Now this is just pushing it down and using a bone folder, which does make it fairly flat, but it does ping up pieces like that which I'll need to glue. But this one has gone through my Sizzix, not the Sizzix Smith, whatever these are called. Can't remember. So what I'm going to do, the little one anyway, is put it through this, and it really does flatten it out for you like that. And I do apologise for any of the shaking noise. But it's something I can't be helped when I'm doing that. Put them away. Right, let's actually flatten that down, but I am going to glue it just to make sure. Now, I'm going to make this flip-flap pocket for my Peter Rabbit journal. And to start off with, it's a little bit of gluing that needs to be done. You need to glue the bottoms to actually make the pockets. And I need to refill my glue bottles. So just pushing them together like that. And same with this one. Along there. That one needs a bit more, it's soaked in. Now when I was practicing this, these glued together really well. And it's the same make of toilet roll. Yeah, they are gluing now. They are going to be covered, so it's not too much of a big deal. Then I'm getting some of this. And I'm going to be, I think I'll put some of this on. This one definitely doesn't want to glue. I don't quite understand why it's not. And maybe I will stick a couple of these on just while it's getting together. This is all getting covered, so it's not too bad. See, that one's glued nicely. Oh well. So the next thing is to, I'll do it with this one, is just to cut it down so you've got a pocket. Take about just over a third off. There. And this will be going on there. So what I want is a piece of this. This is dyed, tea dyed, just white sheet I've got. So I've taken the clips off and I have cut a couple of pieces. Didn't think you wanted to see me doing that too much. And I'm just running some of this down here. So this kind of makes a hinge for you. It's like that. This is going to be covered, so it's not, you don't have to worry too much about these edges. I have frayed up the other edges for it, and then there's papers going on. So I'm just putting that on there. And then the same this side as well. Just like that. So I do need to let that dry before I start sticking the papers on, etc. So I have the base here, and I've cut some papers that I want to put on, and I've inked round them in vintage photo, so I will get on with that. And of course the glue. That's it. So that's that done. Now the next thing is decorating. I've got a bit of a snippet here from oh dear, sample, which I thought I could introduce a bit of colour with that. Haven't asked, I hope you're all well. I'm off to Mercia this afternoon to take a friend to the Apple shop. She wants to buy a new iPad, and it also happens to be there's a IKEA there. It's about a 45-minute trip from here, but I'm quite looking forward to that. I haven't been to IKEA for a long time. When decorating, I find it's quite a bit easier to put that bit under there. I've got some scraps of, I did have some scraps of, I've got them somewhere. Oh well. What have I got? Tea-dyed cheesecloth here. So I thought that could go like that. And then I've got a piece of Tim Holt ephemera. Thought could go underneath there. And maybe just ink around that like that. The Peter Rabbit images have come from Polka Art Studio. Yes, they have. I had to think about that. That's terrible, isn't it? So yes, I'm going to enjoy that. They do these in the children's section at IKEA. They've got these put that like that, I think, boxes with compartments in. They haven't had them in for a long time, and I keep my lace on not spools, you know, thread winders in there, and they fit really well in them. So I want to pick up a couple more because I seem to have got an abundance of lace again. I did order some beautiful trims from Manisha's Fabrics. It's a Facebook group. She does some gorgeous trims in the UK. And when my daughter came over, she brought the parcel over with her. And yes, I did say I wasn't buying any more supplies, but it's mainly digitals I'm not buying, because I have things like this sitting here that I haven't used. Or the Tim Holtz ephemera that I haven't used. So that goes like that, quite like that. Then I've got a couple of tags I've made. Now what I've done, I meant to have said, I've got Ruby and Pearl's ledger pages here, and you get some smaller ones like this, some invoices. So out of them, I've used just one of these to cover all of this and make tags. So this can go in here, and this can go in here, like that, in there. Now I think I'm going to go with some more. I am enjoying this tea-dyed cheesecloth, and I think I'm going to go with that image. So I'm going to put this down here. I'm doing quite well with the Peter Rabbit journal. I seem to be coming along with it a bit better. So hopefully I'll have the, oops, I need to move that over because it's got to fit in the pocket. And I'll stick this on. I always use the block when I'm using fabric. It's the same as Fabritac, but it's a local one with from a local online shop here, which I think I've mentioned before. I'm going to stick that there. And then, again, using up what I've got this Tim Holtz Big Chat book that I got from a friend, and it's got this here, family, and I thought that would be quite good. You know what I haven't done? Taken the white edging. Whoops. Oh well, because you get to see a little bit of a white edging on these. I mean, this is already sticky anyway, but I always put a bit of extra glue on these. So put that down there, because this is about Peter Rabbit's family. So there's a tag that can go in there. And then I've got this big one, and this, I don't know what to do. I've got a piece of this ruffle. I'm wondering if I can, I might try sticking just a small piece. And I've got some more of these. That's a big one. I could just stick on there. I quite like that idea. I wonder how it's going to work using the block as for the ruffle. You've seen me do it with the glue stick, and you get very gluey. So I'm just going to try it with this. See what happens. The block does seem to work, but I think I've got a lot of fussy cutting to do and cutting pages out for my vintage spring journal that I'm sort of starting at the same time as the Peter Rabbit. Yeah, don't know what makes us do that. I get an idea in my head and get on with it. So I think that there. Oh, got a bubble. So I think I'll take that to do at Craft Club tomorrow. And then that's it. I have got nothing on. And over here, we've got lots of bank holidays. I know it's Easter coming up, but we also have, in the Valencia region, we also have Maundy Thursday. Not the whole of Spain does Maundy Thursday. But obviously Good Friday, which is extremely religious over here, being a Catholic country. So we don't there's nothing, literally nothing open. We don't get Sunday opening here anyway, apart from in the tourist season. Even though it's Easter, they don't count Easter Sunday as the tourist season, which you can fully understand why. I've got a piece of the end of the or do I do a piece of book page? Or, no, I think I quite like the idea of a piece of book page. I think I'm going to do that. That might be a little bit too long. Cut the corners. This is very fragile book page, but I hate leaving scraps. So, yeah, it's going to glue. I might just do that after glue the top. So, because that is breaking already. Yep. So put that on just above Bunny's ears, Mum's ears. There. bit of ink. I think just to make it safer, I'm going to put a sample, I hope, snippet on the top there. What have I got? I've got some of the small ones. Oh dear, oh dear. It's a bit big. It's a bit long. I do like that one. I could cut that down, couldn't I? I'll cut that down a bit. Move them over there. Get rid of the rubbish. Ink round. That will strengthen the tab on it, and once it's dry it'll be fine, because it is glued all the way up, but it does split this paper. Oh yeah, I think I've got that around 1868, yeah. So that will go in there. Oh, there's one other thing I want to do, and that's use some of this just to, what you find with these toilet rolls as well, sometimes they get a bit rough on the edges here and down here. So I'm just going to put some of my tape over it. So it just strengthens the side. I think I'll do it sort of at an angle like that. And then I'll put a bit down the bottom there, because that is also, it kind of doesn't split, but it's sort of, part of it looks like it's coming up. Now the glue won't come out. I'm on the last bit and the glue won't come out. Why does that always happen? That's it. There. And it's stopped again. I do, and this weekend I've got nothing on. I'm not going anywhere now, as I said, for the next few weeks. So I am going to sort out some of my craft room, especially if I get my boxes today. And I quite like that on there. I think that looks quite nice as well. I did make another one earlier, and again, using my supplies, I've used up the Tim Holtz ephemera, the little people, or whatever they're called, I'm not sure, just people. Very similar. That again was rough there. And you've got a little small tag in here, and then a larger tag I've done here with that. So, and they just peek out the top. And then I have this one. And then when you want to put them into a journal, all I do is you take a page, I mean basically any page, and I've got a rusted bulldog clip. So I'm just going to clip it on like that, and then what I will have is some lace hanging off there. So I think that looks quite nice. I'm quite pleased with them. As I say, I've got a few toilet rolls to use up, so I'll be doing different pockets and notebooks with them. So I hope you come along and see these. Thanks very much for watching, and hit the like button and the subscribe if you haven't done so. Thanks again for everybody that has subscribed, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye.